tone early, getting the pass rush out of James and Jonathan Renard, Trevon. But the inside guys played well too. They pushed the pocket at times. They were really sturdy in the run game. We ran full speed to the ball, got a lot of helmets to the football, and did a good job of game tackling. Playing was a lot of fun. You know, our guys had a lot of fun, a lot of energy. It was great to see our defense play like that. Special teams got a big lift by Reggie's return game. You know, we wouldn't have got the one call back, but he had two other great returns in it that really helped us win the game. Our guys did a good job of the holdups on the line of scrimmage, something we've been working extremely hard at. But he made some really good returns too. We got some good blocks. We got tackled once by our own guy, otherwise he might have scored, but he did a really nice job. And then offensively, I was happy with our offensive line. You know, they had a lot of new looks for us. Crazy stuff, and our offensive line did a good job of sorting it all out, blocking well, ran the ball with a lot of physicalness. It was good to see Day and Malik really break tackles, run hard. Lamar does what he always does, you know, breaks some long runs, made a lot of great runs. And then he had 3 unbelievable touchdown throws. You know, you couldn't have threw the ball any better on both the fades and the corner route or the wheel route to Jalen. He just showed a lot of poise and a lot of ability to keep his eyes downfield, and Jalen made a great catch for a touchdown. But, it's a good game, a lot of fun. We're excited about it. Now we got to come back and have a great week of practice. You know, do what we did last week as far as our focus and our energy, and committed to getting better at practice. Syracuse gives you some issues with their tempo on offense. You know, they pride themselves in fast, and faster. And they really go with it. They got a great quarterback that's been dinged up. He didn't play last week, and Dungy, we've played against him the last couple of years. Can really throw the ball. He also was a great runner with the football. So I'm not sure what his status is, whether he'll be going or not. The backup came in last week, had a great first half, and then struggled a little bit in the second half. Some interceptions, but defensively, they got some big guys inside that are very athletic, and the same group of linebackers that they played with last year that really run and hit. So we're going to have to do a good job being able to block their line movement. They like to move their front a lot, they blitz us a lot. One of the things we're experiencing this year is teams play us different than what they show on video, what they did the previous week. There's some good and some bad to it. The good thing is they only practice it for a couple days. The bad thing is we have to make adjustments and get used to it and do a good job on the sideline and actually play the game and stuff that we might not have practiced against. So that's been going on quite a bit this year, which is unique. But can't say enough about Lamar. You know, he continues to do an unbelievable job. You know, to be the first player to ever throw for 3,000, rush for 1,000 back-to-back years is something special. And again, like I said, he's one of the greatest guys to ever coach, just because of his attitude and work ethic, and how great a teammate he is. You know, he's an unbelievable teammate. He cheers for everybody on the team. So just happy for his success. Questions?
Bobby, are you surprised when it comes to Lamar? You know, last year he was the front runner for the Heisman the entire season. This year, late in the season, it kind of almost seems like he's been forgotten, even though he's having another tremendous year. Are you surprised by that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised by it because he's, you know, how well he plays and how much he means. And, but again, it always seems to be that you have to win enough games to really get into the top. You know, it's not what it's supposed to be, but that's the reality.
You think he is at least deserving of a trip to New York?
I mean, certainly, I think he's, you know, when I watch him play and I know what he does, you know, we're witnessing one of the best quarterbacks ever to play this game. So, you know, that's my opinion of Lamar. I think he's the greatest, you know, player that I've ever seen or been around.
Every week's a good week, obviously. And the way you guys play against
Virginia.
last game, can that carry over, you think?
Yeah, it needs to. I think we need to build on it. You know, I think our Defense in practice last week did a great job of communicating. We're really focused and we're running full speed to the ball. They did a good job of feeding off of each other. I think Jair gave us a big lift just because of his personality. You know, he's a tremendous leader and a great personality out on the field. Enjoys it. You know, it's kind of like what Lamar gives to our offense. Jair's personality gives to our defense. Everybody, you know, has more energy and practices harder and is better because of it. Jair? Oh, we played a lot. Yeah.
Bobby, I know you've mentioned a couple of times you want to get off to a faster start. Is the change of what you're not seeing, you know, you were just talking about not seeing some things in practice or on film, is that maybe a reason why some of the first?
Yeah, I don't know if that's it or, you know, we made a couple errors the other night in the first 3 plays. You know, we had chances to have a couple big plays and we just weren't able to do it. And then we came back and did a good job. You know, our players are working hard at it. We try to really focus on our opening script and what we're doing. But we do always tell them that, you know, what we practice we might not see. But I don't know if it's that or if we just need to do a better job.
Bobby, I mean, is that solely on offense where defenses are throwing different stuff at you, or are you seeing all the other
Yeah,
stuff?
it's not like the first time that it's happened. When you're successful on offense and you're able to move the ball and, you know, both run game, pass game, sometimes you see, you know, different philosophies or different ways that they think they have to adjust to stop you. So it's not like the first time it's ever happened to us, but it's been unique, I would say, in the last few games where what we've practiced and what we've seen on video leading up into the game is not what you actually see on Saturday. You know, these guys last week were a really good base 3-4 team, and they got out of the 3-4 after Lamar's long touchdown run.
With Day, is that what you were seeing in the spring when everybody was so
Yeah.
excited about it?
Yeah, that power and acceleration and great vision. He really did a nice job in the game and gave us a big lift. You know, we needed to take the ball and go score. And that's when we did some good things out of different personnel groups. He made some huge runs for us. I thought Malik did a really good job running the ball too.
He said he really liked getting a couple carries in a row and felt like he what's your
Yeah.
comfort level with
All
giving him?
backs like that. Now I like to get, and they get better doing it. You know, that's true. The more touches you get, the more, you know, you get over and over, the stronger, and the more you see it and make it. I mean, it really is true. So it was good to see that. It was you know, a little different for us, but we committed to it, and I think we needed it to win the game. And, you know, it's something that hopefully we can carry over and keep getting better at.
Bobby, how much does that open up your entire offense? It seemed like when those guys were doing what they did, it opened up things for Lamar in the passing game and in his running game as well.
Yeah, definitely. I thought, you know, a lot of the same ways. You have to be able to run the ball and throw it to win a game. Sometimes you throw it first and then run off of that. It was nice the other night to be able to, you know, pull out some old days where you run the ball first and then throw it downfield for touchdowns after that. So. And it was great to see Lamar drop those fades and touchdowns.
Maybe a couple more weeks in that, obviously, and then maybe it's time to start thinking about NFL futures for guys who will have that opportunity. With Lamar, if he's here in the first round chatter, would you recommend that you go?
Yeah, the way we handle that, and this is with, you know, all our guys, is we bring a guy in that educates them and their parents. And that process has already started back last spring. He comes here, meets with them sometimes he meets with their parents when they're here for games, sometimes he goes to their house. And it's all just to provide the education and how everything works. We don't talk about it right now. Right now, all we want to focus on is football and winning games. And he's doing work in the background, you know, with them. And then it just becomes the, you know, business decision. We want to be able to sit down and have the guidance and have their parents involved to make the right business decision. You know, we've seen guys that make the right decision, and we've had guys that didn't. But you know, it's just what we can provide is a means to educate them. With me staying out of it, you know, obviously I want them back. You know, that wouldn't be good for me to sit down and try to, you know, show numbers and that, because, you know, they know I have an agenda. Come on back, let's go. But that's just how we do it.
So that guy, is it a former scout or former?
Yeah, he's a former GM, right, Andy, and Joe Mendes is his name. And he's been working with us since I've been here. He also worked with us when I was in Arkansas. He works with some of the top schools in the country.
Bobby, when it comes to Syracuse's tempo, are they the fastest team that you guys have gone against this year? And what's something that's very key for a defense when facing something like that?
Yeah, I mean, they're fast. You gotta find the football. You know, your D lineman gotta find the football, understand the formations, and secondary needs to recognize the formations. We've been working really hard at it. You know, and that's one of the things that we took the whole bye week thing and worked hard on tempo all the time. I like the way that we do it. You know, we don't allow it's hard with the scout team to go as fast as they do, but we let the scout team get set while everyone's eyes are over here, and then we got to go and get lined up and get ready to go. So it's worked out pretty well. It's something that, you know, we're going to find out, because they're really good at it, and that's something that he's prided himself on, you know, and throughout his career, is to be a fast offense.
When you see, I don't know what you see, when you see speculation, Tennessee job opened up yesterday, when you see your name and mentioned in that speculation, how do you react to that?
Yeah, we're just focusing on, you know, winning this Syracuse game and getting prepared for it. Like I said, I'm really proud of the way our players prepared and our assistant coaches prepared last week. I think we need to build on that. You know, we need to build on our ability to have a great attitude, great work ethic, and get ready for this game. Our focus is right here.
Bobby, with this week being the last week here, I mean, there obviously there'll be other guys, but the 14 seniors that have been around here, can you just talk about maybe the class? And it's one of those classes, I mean, they've been to a bowl game every year, and they've done a lot of big things for this program.
Yeah, it's a kind of a special group to me, because we came in and some guys were redshirting when we first got here, and some of the other guys are true freshmen. And then we've added some junior college transfers and some guys to the group, and they all kind of like what you do in football, is you come in and melt together and become a family. But they've done a great job for this program. You know, I always tell our players is that, see that Traeger center over there, you guys are the ones that built that. You know, the guys that were playing here when we were able to get that built, the expansion, because of how they played on the field, how they won games. We were able to, you know, raise money and generate and keep building on our program. So they're the first group that played in the ACC conference, and I think they've done a good job of representing us in that. So I hate to see them go.
I know you don't worry about the bowl until obviously you focus on Syracuse, but to be bowl eligible, doesn't it help the program to have that, to know you're going to go to a game at the end and you get those extra practices and the recruiting and everything?
Yeah, definitely, and especially for us. You know, we played a ton of freshmen this year, and redshirt freshmen, true freshmen. So to be able to have those practices and really get ready for spring ball is huge for us, and then send your seniors out the right way.
Do you address the possibility of getting better bowls if you win more now? That stair
I don't
step?
really ever talk to them about bowls or anything like that. We honestly really just focus on the game that you're playing, and trying to go out and perform well. Perform well enough to win that game.
On the NFL question, with Lamar, you talked about how obviously you want him back. How will you then approach that with him? How involved will you be?
Yeah, I mean, I just talked to him about you and your mom need to sit down and make a business decision, and you know, he already, you know, understands who we have working with him and doing that. He comes in and not only educates him on the NFL draft and what goes on with the draft, but also the screening process for agents to make sure everything's on the table and above board. So, you know, like I said, it's not something that's new, because, you know, he's not only talking to our seniors right now, but he also educates our juniors and, you know, some of the sophomores. It's an ongoing education process.
Do you wish your name was never mentioned in speculation with other jobs?
I don't really worry about it. I just got to focus on what I can do. And like Andy was asking me something earlier, I said, I didn't know that. I don't like get up in the morning, turn on talk radio. I just come here and we get in that room and we try to get a first down. Try to find out what's going on 3rd and 1. That's how we spend the day. So I can't worry about it. I think it's something that just come in and focus on the task at hand.
Asking you something like just the question Andy asked you this week.
I don't know what it was. Something that I didn't have any idea.
Talk radio in the morning is really good, by the way. Excellent. What about with Jair Alexander?
Sorry.
No, you're all right. You got other
I don't
things.
listen to you.
You're all right. You got other things.
I've been told it's a good thing.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. What about how Jair come out? Any kind of soreness?
He came out great. Yeah, he feels really good. His legs feel great and fast, and he didn't have any issues at all with his hands. So, he's going through and have another great week of practice. But yeah, he came out of it feeling really good.
Was it also no coincidence? I mean, Stacy had not been healthy. Even that Wake Forest game, he didn't seem like he was himself. Was that a big deal Saturday too? That he looked
Huge.
fast.
I mean, it was huge all week long. Because his teammates see it. They see that he's going full speed, he's sprinting, he's covering guys like he's always. Stacy's a really hard guy to get open on. We go against each other in certain parts of practice, and it's always like, usually it's Jawan that I have to say, now remember, that's Stacy. Because sometimes he forgets and tries to get a completion in there, and Stacy will undercut it and pick it off. Because he's a very intelligent football player and very smart, recognizes routes. But it was great to see him back in practice at full speed, because I think that everybody else recognized that and gave us a lot of energy.
It didn't end up necessarily mattering, but what would you have liked to seen at the end of that first half in terms of your 2-minute and moving it?
Field goal. That's what I would like to see. I don't even know if we got the ball grounded or didn't get the ball grounded. I do know that is a replayable thing, and I was surprised that they didn't hold us out on the field to go through the replay process. That was the one thing I was surprised about. All right, thank you.